Hello everyone, welcome to the Christmas premiere.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to everyone. Hope you're having a great day. I know this is recording in advance, but chances are right now we're sitting in a chat with you and we've had a pretty probably a pretty calm, quiet Christmas.
Most likely. Well, no, I might have got an exciting phone call from the kids by now.
But yeah, that's true.
But
This is gonna be it's gonna be 9 o'clock at night our time.
Oh
so
yeah, then definitely I would have by now. I'm so excited to see their little faces.
And I'll have to go to work tomorrow.
Boo.
Yeah. I got Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, but I'll have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day off. So
Woohoo!
yeah, I just got to figure out how I'm gonna drive Lyft and be home at midnight for New Year's Eve with her, and then go back out and do Lyft because Lyft is my that's one of my busiest nights with Lyft is New Year's Eve.
I told him I was okay with just going to bed. I don't need a kiss at midnight. I really don't. I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't need it. I mean, if you can't get here, you can't get here. No hard feelings.
I know, but
I don't need no kiss at midnight to prove that you love me for the rest of the year. Well,
I see what you mean. It's just that thing. It's something we're supposed to do.
Supposed to? Who needs tradition? Well, no offense.
Where's my pen hiding? You were hiding my pen
I
over there.
stole it. Which one were you losing?
That one.
You were
Yeah.
losing this one.
That one. She had my pen.
I don't like clutter when I'm working on the canvases, and when I was working on canvases, it was just too much in the way, so I kind of tidied up.
Oh.
I'm mad.
You
I
stole my
even
pen.
had to cover your sticky because I kept putting my arm in it. So if it's not sticky in a certain place, I'm sorry in advance. Like I kind of, oh, it's pretty sticky.
Yeah, it's sticky enough. We'll be able to seal it.
Okay.
Alright, so for Christmas, we need to fill an hour here. So we found a tag we want to do.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a different kind of tag. It's a most likely to tag. Basically, which one of us is most likely to
Fart in
each
public.
scenario. Yeah, well, we'll get there. So yeah, we're gonna do that. There's
A lot of
there's
them.
50 questions. So
Are we going to speed through them or take our time or? Excuse
yeah,
me.
we can just take our time, get to as many of them as we can. We don't necessarily have to get all 50 of them done.
Sweet.
But maybe we will. We got an hour.
We do have an hour. Well, whenever you're ready, babe.
Alright. First one is most likely to act in an adult movie.
Like
In an adult movie, like
me, probably.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I probably would. Given the right circumstances, I probably would.
Me, probably. So would we just mark that as both?
Yeah, maybe both of us would be most likely to that. No, y'all. No, there will not be a forthcoming adult movie.
No. And just putting it out, this is not for kids. Just, I mean, it's probably already noted, but if you got little ears around, just a warning, something might slip up, you know, it's us, so.
Yep. Alright. I don't understand that question.
Question, most
likely to ask Q behind a mannequin. I'm
Most-
guessing that means the most likely to actually stand behind a mannequin thinking it's waiting in line. I don't know. I guess.
Probably me. I'm not that smart. When I'm out and about, I kind of don't pay attention, and I kind of just.
Yeah, like today she was off in La La Land and Walmart and in Sam's Club and.
I have a toothache. Okay, don't judge me.
Yeah, I don't know if I kind of recognize mannequins as mannequins, so I don't necessarily get in line behind them thinking they're
Have
in
you
line.
seen mannequins lately? They
Yes.
look real,
Yeah,
like real people.
that's true.
So don't judge me if I stand behind one. All right. Most likely to be president. Dave.
Yes. I will run. I'll run in 2020 if somebody wants me to.
Let's just all of us write down in the submit a person, David Lochner.
Yes.
And he will win.
Diamond Dave for president. Yes, I can see that.
I can totally see everyone wearing shirts like that.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I ought to do merch. I'll have a
merch link in bio.
Yeah, I'll have them. I'll have a merch. I'll have merch, and I'll have a merch shirt that says Diamond Dave for president, 2020. Yep.
Keep calming, Diamond Dave on.
Hank will be my running mate.
Yeah, he'd be vice president.
Yep, Vice President Hank.
And I'll just be first lady.
Oh, and by the way, if y'all hear some squeaking in the background, I bought Hank a new toy. It's a little mouse that has an electronic squeaker in it, and every time it gets hit or tapped on, it squeaks like that. And he loves it. So it's there's been a lot of squeaking tonight around our house. The next one, most likely to become a celebrity.
Not me.
You know, I say it would be me, but I don't know that I could be in the public eye that much.
I am too shy. Like, YouTube has been out of my comfort zone, let alone live TV. I don't know if I can do live TV in front of millions.
You know what? You go live on Facebook, you go live on YouTube, you could possibly be going live in front of millions and not even realize it. So, you're just not even...
I mean, granted,
when you go live with me, when we go live on Sunday nights, normally our average number of people in the room at one time is 20 to 30.
That's still a lot of people.
Well, but you're not really seeing, like when you're, say you're filming a TV show and you're live, the only people that you know for a fact are there are the people that are in the studio. Otherwise, all you see is a camera.
That's still a lot of people.
And you don't necessarily know how many people are watching that. It could be nobody.
I'm praying it's nobody. Sorry, I'm looking for my little cheat sheet I had.
Most likely to contract an STD.
Not me.
I hope neither one of us.
I keep my legs closed, so it ain't me.
I hope that would be neither one of us. Where did they get these questions from?
I don't know.
Most likely to cry in public. That's her.
Me. Not even gonna lie, it's me. I'm a big boob.
You got big boobs.
Hey! No, okay.
Bigger than mine.
Well, yeah! I mean, I am female.
Most likely to cry over a sad movie.
Me.
Her. Now, I told her this last night. I cry over sad movies, but I don't do it when there's other people around, only if I'm watching the movie alone. So, you know, that could be either one of us depending on the situation.
Most likely me in front of everybody, though.
Yeah, she would openly cry at a sad movie.
A12. That's what I'm looking for, too.
Most likely to drop their phone in a toilet.
Me! I've done it before,
I have too, so. I was drunk.
I was not drunk. I just had butterfingers.
I was drunk. It was a urinal.
Ew.
Yeah. It stayed there. I wasn't digging it out.
So what'd you do?
Left it there. Went and filed a claim on a lost phone.
Ew.
Said I lost it. Actually, no, I said I dropped it in a toilet. But I wasn't going to take a phone that was just pulled out of a urinal into the Verizon store and have them replace it, you know.
Yeah,
Here's a phone that was in a urinal.
Here, I pissed on this just for you.
Most likely to fall while walking.
Me.
No, I did it the other day.
I nearly did it today.
I did it the other day. I was doing DoorDash. And we had gone in to go pick the order up.
But that's
and
not
we're
fair.
walking back
You
out to the
slipped on
car, and there was a little spot of ice right beside the car, right beside my car door. and I went straight down on my left knee, on
Now-
the side of my left knee, because I was trying to keep the damn bag with the food in it from hitting the ground and keep it upright to keep it from spilling and getting messed up. And so I threw that hand up in the air with the bag holding it, and I let myself fall right on the side of my damn knee.
And I didn't see a thing. I just got in the car like it was normal. I was like, "Are you okay?" When he walked or sat down in the car, he goes, "No, I just fell." I was like, "Uh-oh, are you all right?" "Yeah, I'll be fine." I was like, "Okay, are you sure?"
I was fine the next day, but it hurt that night for a while. I thought maybe I'd hurt my knee.
Now, if the ice was not there, you probably wouldn't have fallen.
No.
I mean,
I normally don't fall.
I trip over thin air. I trip over myself. The wall just sometimes comes out and jumps at me and says, "Hey, you want to fight, bro?" and I just lose. So, yeah. Don't laugh at me.
Most likely to fart in public. That's
Not
me.
No.
That's me. I crop dust at Walmart. Yes, I do. I'm that guy. I crop dust at Walmart.
I don't fart in front of people. Like, I just don't.
You can ask her. We went to, when I went down to Alabama,
Oh my god.
we went to Dollar General.
Oh my god, you're gonna tell me.
And we were at the front counter waiting in line at the front counter.
Wait, everybody, swallow your drinks right now.
We're waiting in line at the front counter. And I had to let one fly. And I did. I just let it rip. Nice silent one, and it was bad. It was like really deadly, right?
It was bad. Worse than
The bad part is about the same moment I let it rip, the girl in line behind me bent over right beside my butt to bend over to the candy counter and grab some candy off the candy counter, and her head was right by my butt when I let it go. And I tried my hardest to keep a straight face and get my stuff paid for and out the door.
Oh my
And as soon as we got out the door, I just lost it, and I told her what I did.
I was like, I knew I smelled something, but I didn't know it. I thought it was the guy behind us, and he was like, "Nope, that was me." And I was like, "Oh my god, that poor girl, that poor girl." Oh.
But
She
yeah.
whispered something to her boyfriend's ear too. It was kind of right after.
Yeah, she did, and I know exactly what she was probably whispering to him. I knew it was about me, and that's why I was just kind of like staying quiet, keeping to myself.
Oh my god, that's awful.
I just totally bombed that girl. But I've crop dusted Walmart quite a bit. We'll be walking down the aisle, and I'll just do it out loud. I just walking down the aisle at Walmart, and she's over here just laughing at me.
Okay, I'm immature. I laugh at farts.
Most likely to fight in public.
Me? Mouthy, anyways, not fisty. I'm not more of a physical person. I'm just mouthy.
Yeah, I just don't see you fighting in public. I just don't see you, like...
You've seen my mouth, though.
I have, but I don't see you, like, flipping out on somebody in public.
I've done it before, but... I guess it just depends on the circumstances and who's around and who started what. But I say me.
Yeah, I don't fight, so
No.
it has to be you.
What you trying to say, huh?
Most likely to forget birthdays.
No, I'm pretty good with birthdays.
I forget birthdays from time to time. I try not to, but
I mean,
my brain gets cluttered and I forget.
immediate family I remember, but anybody else,
You know, I have to admit, I get my two youngest kids' birthdays mixed up. I can never remember which one is December and which one is February. I think I've got it now, but for the longest time I could not remember which one it was, and I knew one was December and I knew one was February, and then on top of that I couldn't remember the exact day of which one was which. That's bad. I shouldn't say that, but...
Well, for the longest time I thought my daughter was born on the 3rd instead of the 4th, but that's because we went in on the 4th. Went in on the 3rd and then had her early on the 4th. And I never, got it right the first 6 months of her life. My mother-in-law had to correct me.
Most likely to get drunk at a funeral.
Dave.
Yeah.
I'm not a drinker.
I kind of sort of had a few drinks before my mom's funeral. I kind of showed up with a buzz.
Well, I don't think your mom would have minded.
Yes, she would have.
She would.
My mom did not like me drinking even one drink.
She probably would have whooped your tail.
Yes, she would have.
I don't care. If you want to get drunk at my funeral, you go get drunk at my
We're
funeral.
gonna party.
But, yeah. Just don't talk about me. Bad about me, anyways.
Actually, I want people to party at my funeral.
Okay.
I don't want everybody standing around sad. I want everybody to...
I want everybody to cry about me.
I don't want people to be crying about me.
I
I don't
guess
want to
that's
be
me
the
being
reason
selfish.
people... I don't want to be the reason people are all sad. I want people to party at my funeral. Remember me.
I mean, happy tears, not like sad, upset, want to kill you tears, but, well, I'm dead anyway, so I don't guess that would matter, but I don't know.
Most likely to get into a fist fight.
Not me.
Nah, me neither. I try to avoid that kind of conflict.
I mean, if you hit me, I'll hit you right back,
Oh, yeah. But I still
not
try to
gonna get
avoid
in-
it.
I'm
I'm
not
better
gonna
at
get-
talking my way out of situations
I'm
like
not.
that.
I'm not. I add fire to the flames.
Usually, somebody's wanting to fight me, and I'm good at talking my way out of it, and not only do I talk my way out of it, I make a new friend in the process. So, I'm kind of weird that way.
New friend? New friend doesn't knock his teeth out.
Most likely to laugh at the wrong moment.
Me.
Yes, her, yes, her. Most likely to memorize a TV show's theme song.
Dave.
That's me. We watch Dukes of Hazzard, and I sit here and I sing the theme song every time. And we'll sit there and binge watch the entire thing, and I'll sing it at the beginning of every episode. Yes.
That's not a bad thing, though. At least this guy can sing.
I don't know about all that. I try.
Most likely to perform a gender change.
Oh, God.
Do you want big boobies?
No.
You want a JJ?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
Then
Yeah.
neither of us.
Yeah, I'm not. Nothing against people that do. It's just not for me. I don't plan it. I'm happy being a man. So.
Most likely to spend all their money on something stupid? Me.
That's both of us.
No, that's me. Most likely to spend Christmas in jail? Again, it depends on the circumstances, but probably me.
Yeah, I've never been in jail. I'm not going to say I've never done anything to get myself in jail. I've just never been caught.
Most likely to stalk a crush? Neither. I'm happy where I'm at.
No. But I mean, if we weren't together, would you be the type that would stalk a crush?
Yeah, I stalked you for a little while.
Oh. Facebook stalker
And
you.
the truth comes out.
Facebook stalker.
Yeah.
Well, I creeped your page too, so.
Well, you accepted my friend request, so you didn't have to do that.
Well, I creeped your page too, so.
Yeah, see? That makes me not a creep. Most likely to volunteer for a humanitarian cause? What's that? What, huh?
Humanitarian cause, meaning like volunteer for like build homes for poor people in Belize or something like that.
Dave, I don't volunteer.
Save the whale, save the dolphins. That's not a humanitarian though.
No,
That's
but
an animal
you would
thing.
probably build houses.
Yeah.
You would rebuild.
I wouldn't. Well.
You would volunteer.
Yeah,
you would.
yeah. Most likely I would. It would depend on the circumstances. It's not like I'm gonna like go to some third world.
I'm just saying. No, I mean, if you were financially fit and you were able to take your 6 weeks off of work, or whatever, to go help build on houses free of charge, you would go do it.
Yes.
Yeah, not me. Then again, I don't know how to build houses or anything.
But I mean, if
that,
you even if they needed help with just hands to like help
well, yeah, I guess I
paint
would.
houses or help whatever.
Shoot, don't trust me to paint no house.
Don't nobody care what it looks like because you're building it for people that wouldn't have one if you didn't build it for them anyway. So they're going to be happy with whatever you make. You could paint it purple with pink polka dots.
My
and they wouldn't
4-year-old
care.
could do better than that.
They'd be happy to have a house. They don't care what the paint looks like.
I care what my paint looks like. Just saying.
Most likely to win a Nobel Prize.
Not me.
It would sound conceited if I said me, but I don't know. Maybe I could discover something, completely you know, that changes the world, and I get a Nobel Prize and the $1 million prize that goes with it, and a little medal to wear around my neck.
And I take your $1 million and spend it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Most likely to lose their temper. Me.
Yeah, because I don't lose mine very easily.
Oh, I do. I flip. Not so much lately, but I do flip. Most likely to flirt with a waitress? Me.
Yeah.
Me. Not gonna lie.
I did when I was a truck driver. I flirted with a couple of waitresses. I got numbers and that kind of stuff.
Ooh.
But yeah, well, she brought me the ticket, and she asked me if there was anything else I needed, and I said, yeah, your phone number written on the bottom of my check, and she did. So.
Ooh, you're smooth with your words.
It was the first thing that came to mind when she asked me if there was anything else I needed.
Most likely to profess their feelings publicly. Dave.
Yeah. Most likely to end up in detention.
Me. Been there, done that.
No, I was in detention all the time.
I was in school detention because I brought up... Let's not go into that story. I was a bad child.
Most likely to bring a book to a party.
Dave. I
Really?
feel like you would, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm the kind of person that I go to a party, I'm the person that stands in the back of the room anyway and just watches everybody else.
No, book I was thinking of is your Metallica one.
No,
right there.
no, I would bring an actual book to a party and I'd sit in the corner and read a book while everybody else partied. Yeah, I'm not a partying person. I don't go to parties and
I used to
hang out and socialize. I just never was able to. I always feel awkward. Because I guess in high school I was always that kid that was left out, so
yeah.
I just don't feel included now when I go to parties and stuff. I kind of feel awkward going in there, and I don't, especially in a room full of people I don't know. Maybe I only know like one person. So either if I go and I only know one person, I'm like trying to hang around with that person all night, but then I feel out of place because that person is talking to all of their friends and hanging out with all of their friends, and then I just kind of walk off on my own and be like, oh, I'm just over here,
You're a loner type?
I'm over here snacking off of the buffet table, whatever.
Like the loner type.
Yeah, and that's just me.
Not me. I make friends with everybody. I'm just wild like that, though.
Most likely to fart in a cinema. Me.
Like while the movie's playing?
Yeah,
Me too.
well, in a movie theater, yeah.
Me. I would. Nobody would be able to hear it.
That's the one place in the world where it's going to be the quietest is in a movie theater besides
Not
the movie
if your
playing.
Star Wars is playing real loud.
Most likely to get married first. Well, we both have been.
Been there, done that. Really don't want to do it again. But if the time came again, I mean.
Most likely to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Show not me.
I have seen all but this past season, this current season of Walking Dead, and I've seen all but last season of Fear the Walking Dead, and I watched Z Nation, and I also watched the Brad Pitt movie about the zombies. I think I would probably survive
World
a zombie
Z?
apocalypse. Huh?
Was it
World War
World-
Z, yes. Yeah, so I would. Yeah, I can survive a zombie
Not me.
apocalypse.
I'd be the first zombie ever. Like I'd die instantly. Like.
Most likely to become a terrorist.
Neither.
I hope neither one of us would become a terrorist. That doesn't sound like fun.
I's not very smart, so I mean.
Most likely to join the army.
Probably you.
Yeah, I was in the Navy.
I don't have a backbone. I am mouthy, and I do not take orders very well.
20 years ago, I would say probably me. But that's because I was in the Navy, so I know what military life is like. The Army, I don't necessarily think I would be able to do. The Army is a little bit tougher than the Navy.
I have family that's done Army, Navy, and but not me. I'm sorry, I can't.
Man, we're at number 33 already. We're only at 24 minutes. Wow.
We need to slow down.
Yeah.
Let's talk like Mountain Man. The Dynasty talk real slow like.
Most likely to pee their pants.
Me?
Wasted no time on that one.
I'm just saying, when you have after 2 kids, and your body's just completely ruined, you pee when you sneeze. So, it happens.
I hold my bladder really well. Like, when I'm driving like, on a long trip, I can go hours upon hours upon hours and not have to pee. Like,
I've warned him already to stop at every gas station he can, because this one's going to have to pee every time he stops.
Grant, here's my daily day. I wake up in the morning, and I usually go pee first thing in the morning. And then I make a cup of coffee and take my Kratom with my coffee. And I take that cup of coffee to work with me with 2 Mountain Dews. And I drink that cup of coffee. I drink 2 Mountain Dews throughout the day. I come home from work. I sit down and I usually open another Mountain Dew while I'm eating dinner. And I drink that. And I might have another one before I go to bed. And I usually don't pee until I go to bed. Just before I go to bed, usually.
Me, I am peeing every hour on the hour, it feels like. It doesn't matter how much I drink.
I pee twice a day, once when I wake up and once just before I go to bed. Otherwise, I can hold it all day long.
That can't be good for your bladder, though.
Probably not. Probably not good for my kidneys either, but chances are I don't drink water, so that's probably not good for my kidneys either.
Well.
Most likely to forget their spouse's birthday.
You?
Not the spouse's birthday, I wouldn't forget. I didn't forget your birthday.
Actually,
you're not my
no,
spouse, but you're, close enough at this point. And I didn't forget your birthday, and you're not going to forget mine.
I never forget birthdays. Like I said, if you're a close loved one or one of my best friends, I'm good at remembering dates.
Most likely to take selfies during a foreign invasion.
Me.
Her, with filters.
Yeah.
She'll be snapping filters. She'll have the little bunny
look.
ears. She'll have the little black and white. Oh, look, the enemy looks good in black and white behind me. Yeah, she's...
Oh, look at this, guys.
Yeah, that's her. Yep.
Cool. We're being invaded. Let me get this on camera. Yeah, that's me.
Most likely to fall in a mall.
Me, probably. I don't really watch where I'm going, and I kind of trip over everything, so. You would think after so many years of falling on things, I would learn my lesson and actually pay attention, but nope.
Most likely to start a militia.
What's that?
That would be me.
What is it?
A militia is a privately run mini army.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
But
I would probably start a militia.
I'd be part of it. I'll be the one that runs the brothel or something.
I'll say this, if our country ever goes to civil war, I probably would start a militia for the people on the side that I agree with. Most likely to get caught sneaking snacks into the movies.
Big girl love her snacks, and it's cheaper to bring them with you than it is to buy them over there.
Now, the best one is this. I dated this girl once, and she liked to go to CC's Pizza. Now, we don't have a CC's around here. We have Pizza Ranch, but CC's Pizza, and I don't know if you know what that is. Okay, yeah, it's anybody who doesn't know, CC's Pizza is a pizza buffet. You can go into the pizza buffet, and you can. They've got tons of pizzas up and down this long buffet bar, and you can take anything you want. And if they don't have it out, you can ask for it, and they put it out there for you, everything. It's really awesome. I dated this girl once, and her mom and her loved to go to CC's. Actually, her mom and her sister and her loved to go to CC's. And we went to CC's, and every time they did, her mom brought an extra oversized purse and big gallon-sized Ziploc baggies in her purse. And she would go up to the pizza bar, and she would grab a bunch of pizza on the plate, and she would probably sit at the table and eat a piece or two of it, and then stick the rest in gallon Ziploc baggies. And then she'd go back up and get more pizza and do the same thing until all of her gallon Ziploc baggies were full in her purse.
Oh my God.
And she'd take all that pizza home with, hey, for $5.99?
Yeah. She's set for 4 days now.
Yeah, $5.99 you can eat for a week. Most likely to wait in line for the new iPhone.
No, thank you.
No.
I'm
not an
Apple.
iPhone. Nope.
I'm not an Apple user. I mean,
Nope.
more power to you.
I like my Androids. Most likely to get drunk at the office Christmas party.
I don't know. I'm not a drinker.
You're not a drinker, but in the right environment, you might have too much fun and go a little overboard.
Today was the first shot of any alcohol in like a month or two.
Yeah, and I haven't had maybe a few beers in the last month. I had one at Sicky's. I had one at Speedway that night.
2.
Yeah, I had 2 at Speedway that night. That's right. And then I had one like the other night. I pulled one out of the fridge.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't drink that much either. But at an office Christmas party and the alcohol's free,
I guess if I knew you or if I was around people I knew, maybe.
Most likely to spend Christmas drinking alone. I've done it. I did it last year.
I don't know. I've never been alone.
That's what I did last year. I sat here and kind of got buzzed on Christmas Day alone. Did nothing. In fact, I didn't even have Hank then yet. I didn't get Hank till February, so yeah. Most likely to do drugs.
Been there, done that. Don't want to do it
Yeah,
again.
been there, done that myself. I don't want to do it again. Most likely to become a stand-up comedian.
I mean, I can be stupid funny sometimes, but not enough to be a comedian.
Yeah, I could do it. I actually had thought about it, but I just don't have the material for it. Most likely to become a supermodel.
No.
That's her.
I don't have the confidence in myself. So.
I don't have the right gender to become a supermodel. Do you think I would look good in a bikini on the beach?
Yes, baby.
Okay.
Put your little Speedo on and your little mini bra.
Most likely to be scammed.
Notice he didn't even say anything about that. Most likely to be scammed? Probably me. I'm gullible.
Most likely to break up after winning the lottery.
Neither of us, I hope.
Yeah, I hope not. We've already discussed that. I bought lottery tickets the other day. Didn't win anything, though. But, I think both of us want to be able to hit the lottery, and then we can just go live out our dreams together for the rest of our lives and not have to worry about where money's coming from.
Exactly.
Most likely to laugh at their own farts.
Me?
Her. She giggles at every single fart.
Oh my god, the first time I farted in front of Dave, I died.
She dies every time I do, too. She just starts giggling every time I fart.
My face turned bright red. I was crying of embarrassment and laughing all at the same time.
Yeah. But yeah, she would be the most likely to laugh at her own farts. Yep. She's most likely to laugh at any fart. She just finds farts funny. I think they're funny, too.
I find them hilarious. Like, dead-ass hilarious.
Most likely to be burned at the stake for witchcraft.
Me? No.
Well, I don't.
I'd probably get assumed I was a witch, but no.
I don't really mess with anything that's witchcraft
I don't
related
practice
too
either,
much.
but a lot of people, I used to hang out with judged me for it, but it wasn't like I was witchcraft or anything. I just didn't believe their beliefs, so they assumed.
Most likely to die first.
Well, if we're considering age,
Probably me.
but if we're considering stupidity,
Well, no, me too. I do stupid shit. I've done a lot of stupid shit that I should be dead right now. I've stood on the edges of cliffs with my toes hanging over the edge.
oh my god, no, I'd die.
Yes.
Nope. Terrified of heights, can't do that.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Okay,
I've
win.
done really stupid things that I should be dead right now, and I'm lucky I'm not, so.
You win.
And the last one, most likely to die alone.
Oh,
I hope neither one of us.
that's sad.
Yeah, why would you want to ask somebody that question?
I mean, I don't know if... No, this is really deep. I don't know if I can find anyone after Dave. When it happens, but I don't...
She's assuming I'm gonna die first now, see?
Hey, we're considering age, okay? I'm not trying to be an ass or anything. We're considering age. I don't think I could find anybody, but I'm not gonna say I'm gonna be alone either. I mean, I'll have my kids.
I don't want to die first, and I don't want you to die first. Let's just die together when it happens.
Okay, we'll be Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
Okay. No, guys, that was not a suicide pact.
No. We're not like that.
It was a complete joke. Don't take it seriously.
God. And that was the end of that tag.
What was your favorite thing about Christmas growing up, babe?
My favorite thing about Christmas growing up?
Yes.
I hate to say it because it makes me sound really bad, but I loved presents.
Me
I
too.
loved the presents under the tree and waking up and seeing all, because I was an only child, so I was spoiled as hell, and I had huge piles of presents under the tree every year, so it was like Christmas was awesome.
You won the jackpot every Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, there was 3 of us, 3 kids, but Mama still tried to make it the best, and that I think was my favorite part about Christmas as a kid. As an adult, when I had my own kids, was watching their faces light up at the sight of what was under the tree, even though they know that most kids don't get this many, because I had made sure that they understood not to brag about it and be respectful, and
Hell, we bragged. We went to school and bragged. Look what Santa brought me.
Well, I only tell her this because I know what it's like not to have anything for Christmas. That was a rough Christmas, but it happens. Yeah. And I just want her. I'm more so saying her because Jimmy doesn't quite understand right now, but I just want her to understand that it doesn't matter what's under the tree.
But I also can say, yeah, I get that, but I also can say that I like the way Christmas felt when I was a kid. And ever since I've been an adult, even having my own kids and having been there with Christmas for them and done Christmas for them and had the tree decorated and decorating the house and everything, for whatever reason, it still didn't feel the same as it felt when I was a kid. I think something changes as you grow up.
Yeah.
And it's different. Christmas feels different as an adult.
It does.
And I remember growing up, my mom had one of those big console hi-fi stereos. It looked like a big wooden cabinet with speakers on the front, and you open the lid on the top, and it had a record player inside and an FM thing. It was from the 1940s or 1950s, something like that. And she had one of those, and she always had Christmas albums playing when we were decorating the house. And it was always the same decorations that came out every year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the same Christmas tree. So we put the Christmas tree up and we decorate the tree. And we'd pull all the little knickknacks out with the little nativity scenes over here. And I just remember that feeling of that when I was a kid. And doing it as an adult, it just doesn't feel the same. And I have not felt that since I was a kid.
And we used to do that. Well, the past couple of years, we did that with our kids. We had our certain tree, we had our certain things, and then, which was kind of sad to look at it, but watching her face glow when they put it up without me, kind of.
Yeah, I get that.
I liked seeing her face light up, but then.
Yeah, I understand. But even as an adult with your own kids, Christmas is a different feeling when you're doing all of that than it was when you were a kid.
To me, it's a different kind of happiness.
It was a more magical feeling when I was a kid.
Yeah.
It was a more magical feeling of Christmas when I was a kid, and then what it becomes when you're an adult. Because when you're an adult now, you got to worry about, I've got to stay up late tonight to be able to get the presents out and put them under the tree.
Oh, I didn't buy so and so this gift. Oh, so and so needed this. Oh, I forgot so and so. Oh,
it's not the same.
Sally,
It's not the same magical feeling, and I wish I could go back as a child and experience that part.
I wish we could bottle that feeling up and just drink it whenever we felt like we needed it.
And I haven't felt that feeling in a long, long time. So yeah, I mean that may have been my favorite part of Christmas, looking back at it now. But yeah, I love the presents. That was as a kid, as a kid, that's the thing. And coming down the stairs in the morning and see all the Hank.
Yeah. But this year I told him not to get me anything. I don't.
What?
I don't want anything. I just want to skip the whole Christmas thing and just sit back and watch all these premieres and maybe eat dinner. That's it.
I just bought our ham today, so I bought our Christmas ham today at Sam's Club.
But that's, I don't want. But at the same time, if he does get me something, I'm not gonna, say, I told you not to get anything, blah blah blah. I'll, accept it, whatever. I'm that type of person. I don't like gifts. I mean, I do, but I don't.
I get it.
I don't want you spending your money on me. I don't,
Right now, we don't have enough to spend on on anything.
God.
That's my biggest stress and worry right now, y'all, is money.
And I'm trying.
It's not her fault.
No, it's not. The stupid paperwork got messed up somehow, one way or another. Misunderstanding.
But even still, I was in this situation before you came here, and I don't like being in this situation.
Right, but
all because of a stupid accident that I had to have.
Which that guy totally should not have been driving that night.
No, but what's done is done. I can't do shit about that, so. Yeah. But yeah, it looks like probably gonna have to talk to a lawyer about bankruptcy, because I don't see myself getting out of this situation any other way.
And I don't know how to help him. I really don't. I don't have anything to help him with, and even when my money comes in for my job, I don't think that's enough to help with what we need to fix.
But what I would like to do one year for Christmas,
What would you like to do?
I want to go to Disney for Christmas one year.
That'd be fun.
My kids do it every year. They go to Disney at Christmas time, and I went at Christmas time. The only time I ever went to Disney was at Christmas, and that was the most fun. I was in 11th grade, and that was probably the last time I felt that Christmas magic. Was when I went to Disney in 11th grade.
I have never been to Disney, but I've always wanted to go, and I'm pretty sure I will cry if we do go.
We're going to go to Disney. One way or the other, we're going to go, whether it's Christmas time or not, but that would be an awesome Christmas.
Just have a whole bunch of tissues ready, because I probably will cry at every little thing. Oh my god, Mickey Mouse cookie! It's going to be me, okay? I'm going to cry. I cry when I'm excited. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when, I cry over I'm just a big boob. So.
I wanted to go in March, but I just couldn't afford to do it, and kind of felt bad because I had told Briley I would try to go with her, and well, I did try. I tried to see how about making it happen, but
right. As long as you didn't promise her something.
No, I didn't promise. I promised her I would see what I could do. Okay. But to a 4-year-old, that means, or a 5-year-old, that
Pops
means
is gonna be there.
Pops is coming.
Yeah. No, yeah. The only promises I make sure I can keep them. Like the last promise I made, I told my daughter I'd be there for her birthday. And
we're gonna keep that one.
Come hell or high water, I'm gonna be there. I don't care if I have to walk. I told him I was gonna be there.
You're gonna keep that one. I'm gonna make sure of that.
He said with or without him, I was going anyway. So I was like, okay, let's go.
Oh, I trust you.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna go there and. I'm not coming back, babe.
No offense, but there ain't nothing in that town I want besides my kids. But I can't physically do that right now. So we will live there eventually, and everything will be fine, and it'll be alright. I have to keep reminding myself that it's gonna be alright, because otherwise I have a little mini meltdown, and those suck.
Yeah, they do.
Because there's nothing really anyone can do about it when I'm having my little mid-meltdown that I just...
Yeah, I don't like your little mini meltdowns, because I do feel helpless, like there's nothing I can do to make it better.
See, there isn't, really. I mean, you just gotta let me cry it out.
I don't like doing that.
I know you don't like to, but... that's how my emotions work. There's no calming me down. There's no nothing. You just gotta let me have my little fit and get on with it. Sounds rude, but...
yeah.
And I know you're doing what you can to help me feel, happy and wanted, which I am. I do feel happy and wanted. I mean, this is the happiest I've been in forever.
Babe, I need to see a number. Okay.
So.
Bad thing about Diamond Dots is they don't come with the little inventory sheet, and we've got the other one rolled up here, so I can't see the legend up here, so I have to see it over here where she's at, but where she's working, She keeps her arm over it, so I have to keep constantly asking her, can you move? Yeah, she took a picture of it and sent it to me. I'm just too damn lazy to pick up my phone and look on my phone.
I pulled it out on my phone, and it's like right here in front of me.
So what have y'all done for Christmas? Have you been just hanging out in premieres all day, or did you do family time? And now, because this is nighttime for y'all, so it's nighttime for us. So, you know, all of the Christmas hoopla is over with now. I'm imagining the kids are probably playing with toys and, you know, still getting you to try to assemble all the some assembly required things.
Mom, this needs a new battery. It didn't come with batteries. I need the AA battery right now.
Can you put this together? It says I can't. It says somebody has to put it together for me.
Dad, the choo-choo's not working. Mom, brother ate my crayon. I've heard that before. Christmas Day, he was like 2, and she had just got a coloring book and crayons, and here he is just teething on the crayon. I was like, ew, good thing they're non-toxic.
Yeah, I ate crayons when I was a kid.
I ate glue.
Yeah. I was the kid that ate the paste, you know, the kind that had the stick in it, that was the white paste had the stick in it. It tasted good, what can I say? It smelled good, so it had to taste good.
Oh my god, scariest moment ever.
What do you mean scariest moment ever?
Well, I'll have to tell you later, otherwise I'll cry.
Okay. Did you open up Facebook and there was a picture of a clown?
No, not that scary.
Or did somebody post one of those posts about...
It's the weather and my family.
Are they getting tornadoes in Alabama?
Tornado weather. It just went over them, and the kids were in the hallway. Very close one.
Oh, wow.
But they're fine.
We get thunderstorms like that here in the summertime, but we don't get them in the winter.
Yeah, but you don't have the whole system going. Let's see. She said the tornadoes rotation in Centerville right now is your family, all right.
Oh, wow.
The wind got crazy, he said. We're okay, just went over us. Had the kids in the hallway. It was very close when the power blinked for a second.
Wow.
They're fine.
They're fine. Yeah, stop stressing. Everybody's alive. That's the important part. Uh-oh, I'm getting dings. I'm willing to bet that's probably a ding in the group chat about the premieres. Because that thing has been dinging all day today.
Okay. He's putting Sissy back to it.
Oh, I don't want to go to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's racking day. I hate racking day. If y'all don't know, at work I normally am the brush person, which brushing is the job that like everybody like kind of argues over doing because it's like the easy job and you get paid more for doing it, so everybody wants to do it. But it's like really easy and there's hardly any physical work to it. Racking is all physical labor. It's picking up parts, putting them on racks all day long, lifting, bending, carrying. It's just kind of a pain in the ass and I don't like it. But way back when, my old supervisor came up with the idea that, oh, Dave needs to rack 2 days a week. And mainly because somebody else started back here that had worked here for years, and he kind of came back wanting to be a brusher, and because he had had so much experience here before, the old supervisor kind of turned him into the golden boy and gave him whatever he wanted. And so he got his way, and he had to brush 2 days a week to satisfy him. So I end up having to do the physical labor. And if anybody really knows me, don't know me real well, I'm not a physical labor type of person. I'm not built for it. I don't like it. I don't want to do physical labor. I want to do the easy work. And so, yeah. Tuesdays and Thursdays are racking days. So yeah, it's not the day you'll be seeing this. Well, actually, yeah, the day you're seeing this, the next day will be a racking day too, because it'll be a Thursday.
Yay.
Yeah, day after Christmas is racking day. Wonderful.
At least you got 2 days off the rest.
Like, the other day was my racking day, or last Thursday was my racking day, and I had a back spasm at work. Yeah,
No,
so
that was awful.
I've had them before at work, and actually had to leave work and come home and take them and go to the doctor, and he gave me muscle relaxers, and all I did was sleep the rest of the day. In fact, I missed the next day too because I was so knocked out from muscle relaxers it knocked me out all night, and then the next morning I couldn't even get out of bed. I need to make a chiropractor appointment.
I need to make a dentist.
I haven't been to a chiropractor ever, and everybody tells me that would help me with my back spasms that I have from time to time. I only get them once every couple of years or so, but when I do, they completely debilitate me to a point where I can't even get up and walk.
I've never had anything that bad. Well, I guess child labor, but shoot, that was only for like a few hours. It wasn't. Well, I lied. It was 17 hours with my daughter and 12 with my son, but it wasn't like a couple day thing. Granted, my body was sore after.
Well, I would imagine your body would be sore. You just squeeze something the size of a watermelon out of a hole the size of a lemon.
True.
If you're not sore, I would think something is wrong.
I wasn't. Now, with Erica, I was super sore. But with Jimmy, I wasn't super sore. And I had more trauma to my body with him than I did with Erica. And it was, I don't know, my body's weird. I guess it was because that was my first kid. And I didn't know what to expect. With my second kid, he bounced back a little bit faster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed that too with mine.
Did you have to pinch out your hole?
No,
Well, that's good.
no, I
Good for
didn't.
you.
No, I didn't. No, I will never experience the joy of childbirth.
Oh, joy.
I got to experience it from the other side.
Lucky you.
I got to experience it visually, so that's enough for me.
I haven't experienced it visually yet, but I'm hoping that when my best friend starts her little family, that she'll invite me in, because I really want to be there when she has her kid. Maybe not in the same room. That'd be a little awkward seeing your best friend give birth, but I want to be there when she has her first. But they don't want kids right now. They're trying to focus on getting out of school and financial stuff first. They're actually doing the adult way. The complete opposite way of what I did. Which is great. Either way, I support her 100%. As long as you don't go inviting, like, if we were to have another kid, as long as you don't go inviting some random lady that I don't know to come and watch me give birth.
I don't know any random ladies that I would even think about inviting.
Backstory on that. I went and had my son the day my dad's girlfriend, the week my dad's girlfriend came to town, and my dad said to her, which at the time I didn't know her, I didn't want anything to do with her. I didn't care. She said, "You want to come watch my daughter give birth?" She goes, "What?" No, she would not appreciate that. Have you ever been on the other side of giving birth? No, nobody else needs to see that. And now that I'm thinking about it, back then, no. Nowadays, like, if I were to have a child anytime soon, I want her to be in the room with me now. But then again, we've kind of built that relationship up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want no other woman looking at my. I mean, granted, when you're in labor, you frankly just don't care. At that point, who sees and who doesn't? You know, just get this child out of me. I'm done.
That's okay. We had ours at a. We have Wayne at the hospital where all of the university students do their residency and stuff, and so every one of her appointments was. Every one of her appointments, it was a different quote-unquote doctor in the room because they were all university medical students. Mm-hmm. So she had so many random people seeing her that it just became a common thing. And I swear during the 36 hours she was in labor with Wayne, I swear there had to have been at least 10 different doctors come up in that room and check her.
Oh my gosh, I would have died. One doctor only, please. Get out of my area.
And they'd all come in and tell you, "Hi, I'm Dr. So-and-so. I'm training.
I won't see you again, so I don't know why you're telling me your name."
I'm just like, okay, yeah, go ahead. Just,
do what you gotta do, Doc.
Do what you gotta do. Everybody else has felt her up tonight. You can too.
That's awful.
We're getting close to time to be moving on here.
Okay.
Coloring Book Nook is up after me. So, everybody, go get yourself something to drink.
Go pee.
Take a pee break. Do what you gotta do because you're about to slip a twitch on over to Coloring Book Nook and watch their live or watch their premiere. And I'll probably jump over there with y'all.
I probably will too. I hope you guys had a great Christmas.
And I hope your Happy New Year coming up.
Well, yes, if we don't see you by then, which we should.
We will because this is
we'll
this is on a Wednesday, so
we'll see you guys in a few days.
Yeah, see you Sunday night for live.
For sure.
It'll be your New Year's Eve party live. Yeah.
Right, party. Yeah. Hank sitting in the sticky party. That's what it's gonna be.
We're gonna put a little New Year's Eve hat on Hank. What are you talking about?
Good luck with that. Well, no, he lets you put the tie on him.
Yeah, he doesn't put the tie on him. All right, y'all. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, or have had a Merry Christmas now that it's just about over. And I hope you have a Happy New Year, if I don't see you before, which I will. And
we'll see you guys later.
Hop on over there, check out Coloring Book Nook.
Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Rock on, y'all.
Toodles.